Amazon is lying to you. They just said fees are only going to go up 8 cents, but the truth, some sellers are going to see increases of over 150%. Now, even if you aren't an Amazon seller, this is important news because this is about to hit your wallet directly. Because when Amazon squeezes sellers this hard, guess who ends up paying? You do. So here's what they did. They released this massive fee announcement buried in corporate jargon, made it so confusing that nobody could understand it, and then had the audacity to say, we're keeping fees low for sellers. It's complete BS. Now, I spent hours breaking down the real numbers, and what Amazon is doing is actually quite genius in the most evil way possible. They created a tiered system that punishes success. And the more you charge, the more they take. The better your margins, the more they grab. And the craziest part, this is all happening right after their most profitable quarter ever. Advertising revenue is up 22%, profits are through the roof, their stock is soaring, and now they want more. I'm going to show you the products getting destroyed by this announcement, the fees that they're hiding, and why this matters even if you've never sold a single thing online. Now, last Thursday, Amazon released their Q3 earnings report, and business is absolutely booming. The stock shot up 10% in a single day, Wall Street went crazy, investors are making money hand over fist. Now let me show you where all that money came from. Online retail sales went up 8%, but during the same period last year, they were up 10%. So retail is still growing, but it's definitely slowing down. But you know what's not slowing down? Advertising revenue. That went up 22%, which is almost 3 times more by comparison. So retail is slowing, but advertising costs keep shooting up. And that means sellers are paying way more money just to get in front of customers, but they're selling less per dollar spent. And then there's seller services. All the FBA fees and referral fees, that went up 11% as well. Now you don't have to be Asian to know that the math doesn't math. Amazon is making more money by squeezing sellers and not by growing retail. And here's what really tells you where Amazon's priorities are. The entire earnings call was almost entirely focused on AWS, their cloud business. That is what Wall Street wanted to hear about, and retail was not the star of the show, because the real money is in AWS and advertising. And that's when they announced the fee increases. Now, think about the timing. They just posted record profits. The stock is at an all-time high, and business has literally never been better. And their response is, you know what? Let's charge sellers even more. Now, here's what's really brutal. If you're a seller on Amazon, you're getting crushed from 3 directions all at once. Advertising costs are up 22%, FBA fees going up 8 to 15%, and all those other seller services are up 11%. Amazon expects you to absorb all this. Keep the same prices and just eat it. But you can't, because nobody can absorb a 20, 30, 40% increase in costs, and that's not even counting the tariff problem that's been hitting sellers all year. So what happens? Prices go up. And you, the person watching this video, you're the one who pays for it. Now let me show you exactly how they are pulling this off. So here's how Amazon lied to everyone about their fee increases. They said fees are only going up 8 cents per unit. That's it. Just 8 cents. Barely noticeable, right? But it's completely misleading. Here's what they actually did. Amazon created a 3-tiered system that charges you completely different fees based on how much your product costs. Tier 1, products under $10, the increase is about 3 to 4%. Tier 2, products from $10 to $50, the fee increase is 6 to 9%. And then we have Tier 3, products over $50 with fee increases of 14 to 16%. Now this is a tax on quality. The products that cost more are your premium products, the ones with higher quality ingredients, better design, and better materials. And Amazon just created a system where the better your product is, the more they take from you. Now let me show you what this looks like with real numbers. Let's say you got a phone case selling for $10. Your fee increase is about 4% and you're losing 9 cents more per sale. Now here's where it gets insane. Premium skin cream selling for $60, your fee increase just became 16% and you just lost an additional 57 cents per sale. So Amazon is charging you 15% more in fees just because you built a better product. Now these numbers might sound small, but remember, this is not happening in a vacuum. Remember those advertising costs that went up 22%? You're already paying more for every click. Now add these fee increases on top. Now let me break down one product getting destroyed so you can see how insane this gets. That $30 supplement, your cost to manufacture it is $8. Amazon's referral fee is $4.50. Your old FBA fee with inbound costs is $4.28, but your new fee is $4.59, and your advertising cost per sale is about $6. Now do the math, and your profit in the end is only $6.95, and before these increases, you were making $7.26. So you just lost almost 5% of your profit margin on every single sale forever. Now most sellers are making 10 to 15% profit if they're lucky. You take away another 5% and you're barely breaking even. So you raise your price from $30 to $35, you don't have a choice. By the way, if you're interested in learning how to start your own profitable online store, make sure you sign up for my free 6-day e-commerce mini course below. It's 100% free and I guarantee you'll learn a lot. But here's what most people don't realize. The fee increases everyone's been talking about, those aren't even the worst part. Amazon didn't randomly pick these fee increases. They looked at every category and decided exactly how much they could take. And this is hitting premium categories the hardest, which is beauty, supplements, and fashion. They're all about to get destroyed. Now, as for the small brands that can absorb these costs, a lot of them are just going to disappear. Here's what Amazon is really doing, and this fee structure is actually very strategic. Amazon is in a war with Temu and Shein for budget shoppers. So they're keeping fees low on cheap products under $10. But premium products, those where sellers have a lot of margin, Amazon wants to take a bigger cut of your pie and commoditize them. So if you sell high margin premium products, they're coming for you. Now everything I just showed you, that is what everyone's talking about. But I found something buried in the announcement that is way worse. Now while everyone is freaking about FBA fee increases, Amazon quietly doubled a different fee. Placement fees. And most people have no idea what's about to hit them. Now here's how this used to work back in the day. You'd ship all your inventory to one Amazon warehouse, and then Amazon would distribute it to warehouses across the country for free. But here's how it works now. You want to ship to one warehouse, you pay Amazon. Or you ship to 10 different warehouses yourself, which costs you a fortune. And either way, you lose. And the increases are insane. For products under 5 pounds, placement fees went up about 20%. But for heavier products, they went up 100 to 179%. So Amazon literally doubled or tripled this fee overnight. Let me give you a quick example. Let's say you're shipping 1,000 units of a product that weighs 10 pounds. Your placement fee just jumped from $440 to $1,500 per shipment. And that is $12,720 more per year before you sell a single unit. And here's what makes this so brutal. Placement fees hit you before you even make a sale, and you pay them up front whether your product sells or not. Now add it up for a typical seller selling a $30 product, FBA fees, placement fees, advertising costs, and you're looking at $18,000 in extra costs per year, and that is 36% of your profit margin gone. So you have to raise prices. There is no other option. And if you're watching this as a customer, here's why you should care. Sellers cannot absorb this. That $30 supplement you buy every month, it's going to $35. That $80 wallet, it's going to $90. Not because sellers are greedy, but because Amazon is squeezing them and they have nowhere else to turn. Now let me show you why Amazon is actually doing this. Let's go back to those earnings numbers for a second, because this is where everything clicks. Retail sales were only up 8% and slowing down. Advertising is up 22% and seller services is up 11%. Amazon is making more money from squeezing sellers than from actually growing their retail business. You're not the customer anymore. Sellers aren't the partners, you're both the product. Amazon figured out that they can charge sellers to store products, charge them to be visible, and charge them just to exist on the platform. And all three of those revenue streams are going faster than actual sales. Hey, just a quick break because you need to hear this. Now imagine walking into a room with 200 of the best e-commerce sellers in the world. People doing 7 and 8 figures who will actually share their secrets. Well, that's the Seller Summit, my annual e-commerce conference. I handpick every speaker because they're in the trenches right now dealing with the same stuff that you are. No theory, no fluff, just proven playbooks you can steal immediately. And if you're doing over 250K, there's a private mastermind where you'll meet the people who will 10x your business. We've sold out 9 straight years because nothing else comes close. And if you're serious about winning, you need to be there. Go to sellersummit.com. Now here's what Amazon isn't saying out loud. They don't want sellers raising prices. That's why the fee structure rewards products under $10 because Amazon is fighting Temu and Shein. They need people to think that Amazon has low prices. So they're trying to force sellers to absorb all these costs and keep prices low. But it's not going to work because sellers can't keep eating the costs forever. Tariffs are up 30%, FBA fees are up, advertising is up 22%, placement fees doubled. Nobody has the margin to absorb all that. So prices are going up, period. Now these fees take effect January of 2026, and that is less than 3 months away. You'll start seeing price increases in late January, and by March and April, prices across Amazon will be noticeably higher, especially in beauty, supplements, and fashion. And here's what a lot of people aren't thinking about. Some of these products are just going to disappear. Small brands that can't make the math work, they're just going to quit, and when they do, there's less competition, and less competition means higher prices for what is left. Now the big brands with massive margins, they'll probably be fine, but the small sellers who innovate and create unique products, a lot of them are done. So prices are going up in 2026, and now you know why, but here's the thing nobody's talking about. You don't have to play by Amazon's rules anymore. And look, I get it. Amazon has the traffic, they have the customers, they make it easy, but they also own you. They control your prices, they control your fees, and they control whether your customers even see your product. And they can change these rules whenever they want, which is exactly what they just did. But here's what smart sellers are doing right now. They're building their own websites and brands because when you own your platform, Amazon can't randomly double your fees or take more of your profit. And the timing is perfect because ChatGPT just announced AI shopping, and this is going to be a game changer. AI is about to disrupt how people shop online. And instead of searching through Amazon, people are going to ask AI to find the best products, and AI doesn't care if you're on Amazon or not. It cares about finding the best product for the customer, and that levels the playing field. A small brand with a great website can suddenly compete with the giants because AI shows quality and relevance, not who paid the most for ads. And this is your window right now before AI shopping goes mainstream and before everyone figures this out. You need to own your own branded website. Build an email list, create a direct relationship with your customers, because the brands that survive the next 5 years will not be the ones dependent on Amazon. They're going to be the ones who own their own customer relationships. And if you're a seller watching this, stop giving Amazon all your power and start building your own platform now. And if you're a customer, here's why you should care. When you buy direct from a brand's website, they don't have to pay Amazon 15% in fees. They don't have to pay $6 per sale in advertising, and that means better prices for you, better products, and better customer service. The future isn't Amazon taking a bigger cut from everyone. The future is brands going direct to customers, and that future is starting right now with AI. These fees take effect January of 2026, but smart sellers aren't waiting around to get squeezed even more. They're building their exit plan right now. Now, if you found this valuable, hit that like button and subscribe, and make sure you watch this video here on exactly what I would do if I were to start an e-commerce brand from scratch today.